What is up guys, Jarv here, back today jumping into Destiny 2. Now in our video today we're taking a look at the Traveler's Chosen. This is a brand new exotic sidearm coming in Season 11. So in this video today we're going to break down all 22 quest steps that you're going to need to complete in order to get this sidearm. Now if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a rating down below, that super helps me out here on the channel. And if you are new around here and want to keep up to date with all the latest Destiny 2 content, be sure to hit subscribe as well. But without further delay guys, let's jump into the video. Now with the launch of Season 11, we have the opportunity of getting some new exotic weapons, and one of those is the Traveler's Chosen. This is a brand new exotic sidearm, which is the repaired version of the original sidearm that you first get when you first play Destiny 2. Now this is a very long form quest. It has 22 steps in total, and it possibly is going to take a number of weeks. It mainly focuses around the evacuation of various destinations, 4 in total, so it's likely that this will be completed over a number of weeks instead of one continuous session. Now once this quest begins, we'll be given the very first step, and this is called Evacuation IO. Now here we need to meet with Ashamir over on IO and tell him that Zavala has ordered the evacuation of the destination. Now from here we'll get the second step called Observer Effect. So we need to help Ashamir investigate the pyramid's influence on IO. So we need to collect a sample of taken phalanx barism from the Lost Sector Sanctum of Bones, and that is located in the Rupture, which is very close to Ashamir. Now inside there we can also investigate the chest from that Lost Sector, as well as collect traces of corruption from defeating Taken on IO. Now that Lost Sector is full of Taken, and we'll need to collect 25 traces of corruption in order to complete that step. Now once we've successfully completed that, we'll move on to the next stage, which is called Into the Pyramidion. We'll need to complete the Pyramidion strike and collect scan traces by defeating Vex anywhere on IO. Now we need to collect 40 scan traces, and the Vex are everywhere again inside the Pyramidion, so you should be able to complete both of these steps together at the same time. And that brings us nicely onto Double Blind. Now with this we need to complete the adventure Unexpected Guests on heroic difficulty, and this is to learn what is behind the spike in the recent Taken activity. Now once we've got to the bottom of that, we'll need to return back to Ashamir and report our findings. And once we've completed that step, that will complete the evacuation of IO and brings us on to the 6th stage, where we have to start evacuating Titan. So we need to meet Sloane on Titan and tell her of Zavala's concerns. Now with that all being done, we now need to clear the deck. So we need to defeat Hive Knight Deck Thra in the Lost Sector Methane Flush, which is located in Siren's Watch right near Commander Sloane. That brings us nicely onto Asset Interception. We now need to open chests which are protected by Hive Ultras in the Solarium and Festering Halls and claim their Golden Age technology. Now there are 2 located in the Festering Halls and only 1 located in the Solarium, so we'll need to collect all 3 pieces of Golden Age tech in order to complete step 8. Now for step 9, this is called Be the Wall. We need to now complete the Strike Savathun Song and defeat Hive Ogres, Wizards and Knights on Titan to collect their tech fragments, and we'll need to collect 25 of those as well as complete the strike, and you can complete both of those together at the same time. Now with that all being done, we come on to the 10th step called the Will of a Titan, and we simply need to return to Sloane with our final report. And that completes the evacuation of Titan, which is potentially week 2 of this quest. Now for step 11, we need to return to Zavala for some further instructions, and he will send us to Mercury for step 12 for the evacuation of Mercury, and we need to meet Brother Vance on Mercury and tell him of Zavala's orders in order to evacuate the destination. And once you finish speaking to Brother Vance, that will bring you on to a Shattered Future for step 13. For this we need to complete the Strike a Garden World and defeat Hydras, Minotaurs and Cyclopses on Mercury and collect Timeline Fractures. Now you only need to complete the strike once and collect 15 Timeline Fractures as you go. And once you've completed step 13, that will bring you on to In His Footsteps. For this, we need to complete the Tree of Probability Strike and defeat Cabal on Mercury and collect traces of Osiris. So again, you only need to complete the strike just once, but you'll need to collect 40 traces of Osiris in order to complete step 14. And one of the final steps for Mercury is called a Disciple's Plea. For this, we need to complete the adventure A Bug in the System, but on heroic difficulty. And once you've successfully completed the strikes and Bug in the System heroic adventure, you can return to Brother Vance and report your findings. And that will complete the evacuation of Mercury for for this step of the quest. And that brings us nicely onto step 17 for the evacuation of Mars. And with this, we need to meet Anna Bray on Mars and tell her Zavala has ordered us to also evacuate that destination. Now with that, we'll be given signs of life for step 18, and we need to investigate the mind lab over for Rasputin. He has a signal that we need to investigate, and there is one data log that we need to scan in order to complete this stage. Now it's not exactly known where this data log will be, however there is this glass door that has been closed forever, so it is possible that this may open as part of the quest and we can scan the wall set inside to complete this stage. Now with that being scanned, that will bring us on to stage 19 called Recycled Components. So we need to defeat bosses in Escalation Protocol and collect pieces of Rasputin's shattered frame. Now there are 5 pieces that we need to collect in total, so we'll need to complete as many escalation protocols that are needed in order to collect all 5. Once you have done that, that will bring you on to stage 20 called Signal Shielding, and for this you need to complete the adventure Deathly Tremors on heroic difficulty once again to stop the hive interference. Now upon completing all those steps, we can return to Anna Bray once again and report on our findings, and it's with that we'll be sent back to Zavala in the tower for our final briefing. Now having successfully evacuated all the 4 destinations and also seemingly partly rebuilt Rasputin as a frame, we are now able to return to Zavala and collect the Traveler's Chosen exotic sidearm. Now this isn't actually the sidearm drop-in, but it's the best I can make it look for the purpose of this video. As I said, this quest isn't live currently, however this gives us a full breakdown of all the steps that you'll need to complete in order to get your hands on it. Now if you have enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a rating down below. That super helps me out here on the channel, and if you are new around here and want to keep up to date with all the latest Destiny 2 content, be sure to hit subscribe as well. I'm going to jump back into the game as always guys, but I will catch you all again very soon.